bros.
It's rolling.
Yep.
All right. Shalom Akyam. All right. Hey, we here once again. Hey, we got ourselves the high spirit, we in Judah. All right, to my right.
Yashima.
And to my left.
Karatazar.
All right, yep. Karatazar from the Vegas camp. And today we're going to go into a topic basically entitled Protect Your Hedge. Okay, because one of the benefits of being in this truth and doing the works of Yahweh Shem Havashai is that when the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, we're going to be protected. Some brothers' lot is to go out as martyrs, man, but the majority of us are going to be protected, man. Mm-hmm. All right, so Satan is doing everything he can right now to find your weak spot, like this brother was discussing before we started rolling, all right, and capitalize on your weak spot so you can fall out the truth and you won't have a hedge, man. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 11. So like you. 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 32. It says, but when we are just like you, I'll start at verse 31.
Okay.
It says, for if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged.
Yep.
But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
When we are judged, we are chastened of Yahweh, that we should not be condemned with the world. All right, so the reason why you catch your hell, the reason why your car broke down, the reason why you saved some money just so you have to spend it. All right, the reason why your woman coming out of nowhere starting random arguments. All right, the reason why you having a headache for no reason. All right, the reason why you waking up halfway asleep and you can't move and you get attacked. All right, because you getting chastened of Yahweh Shem Havashai, man.
That's right.
We can't even give Satan that much credit because he's a worker. He's a worker of the Most High. He's the left hand, man. All right. So we have to endure those things, man, so we can have a clean slate of from the Most High. Right. Because the 2/3 of our people, they're not getting purified. Mm-hmm. Chastening is purifying. The 2/3 of our people, they're not being purified. So they're going to be purified through the missiles.
They're not being dealt with like it's with sons.
Yep, they're not. Yep. Go ahead.
There's the scriptures talk about how, despise not the chastening of the Lord, because if he chastises us, he dealing with us as with sons, but 2/3, all right, of our people, and the unbelievers, they're not looked at, all right, as Israelites right now, man. Yep. The Lord is going to punish them like he's finna punish heathens, man. They'll just have mercy on the backside, man. But right now, the Lord is chastening those whom he is preparing, all right, to rule the world to come, man.
That's right. That's right. And if I may say, the Lord uses Satan as a purifying agent to us, mm-hmm. because he's the one that give us affliction, mm-hmm. and we're constantly fighting him daily, day by the day. Yep. And what is that doing? That's basically building our character, building our faith, our integrity. Mm-hmm. With each move that we make when Satan tries to tempt us, when you pass through each of those tests, hey, that's you improving your character and your spirit, man.
Hey, whom the Lord loveth, he chastised and scourge every son whom he received.
That's it.
There's a scene from the movie Alexander. All right, it's one of my favorite scenes. All right, Alexander was asking his father something to the effect of, like, how do you become king? Mm-hmm. And his father said, look, son, kings aren't born, they're made through sufferings, man. That's right. And through hardships, man. And the things that you go through, it develops your character. Mm-hmm. You can read all day, but if you don't go through these challenges, you're never going to evolve in the truth, man. Yeah. Right. Things that knocked you down in 2011, I be willing it doesn't knock you down in 2019, man. Right. All right?
Yeah, Putin.
All right, go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 5, verse 4. Now, in verse 3, it said, and not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Yeah, tribulations worketh patience. Patience means to suffer. Mm-hmm. You learn how to deal with certain things, man.
You ain't got no choice.
You ain't got no choice.
The Lord can chop you. You can have some in your savings and some in your pocket, and the Lord will put you in a situation where you just get wiped out, and you have no choice but to be patient and suffer, man. And then he'll put you in a situation where ain't nobody around you that can help you. He'll have everybody through, just to try to show you something, man, where you have to have patience and just trust and wait, man.
And then, you know what? And the Most High, He shocks your spirit all the time, man. The reason why you might have heartache, the reason why you have depression, the reason why you have anxiety, all those things are tools to shock your spirit to where you're just numb, to the times it's about to come into, man. Because that's what a soldier is. A soldier isn't emotionally driven.
Yep.
So what happens? The Most High shocks your emotion so you won't be driven by it, man. He does it, okay?
Verse 4, and patience experience, and experience hope.
You evolve through your experiences, man. When we first came into the knowledge, we were basically mockingbirds, man. Get Job 9:24, read. All right, Jeremiah 14:2, read. But hey, on the back, behind the scenes, man, we have to go through experiences, and we're going through experiences that develops our character and his faith, man. All right.
And in verse 5, and hope maketh us not ashamed, because the love of the Most High shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us.
And that's the purifying process. Going through, the different trials, afflictions that you're gonna go through. These are all different experiences that you must go through in order for you to basically improve, your faith and your character, man. The Lord's gonna put you through all types of tests, man. But you gotta be on alert. You gotta be ready, and you gotta be guarded, man. It was that Ephesians the 6th chapter, man. You wanna stay with that breastplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith. You wanna make sure you guard it at all times, man, because the Lord can put a test right in front of you when you least expect it, man. You gotta be right there, man.
And like it says, that you may quench all the fiery darts of Satan. Hey man, hey, the Most High with it, man. Hey, you might meet a woman, right? You might be thinking, dang, she alright. She saying exactly what the stuff I like to hear. Yeah. But what you didn't know was, what the part that you didn't see is that the Most High had a conversation with Satan. Satan was like, look at that brother right there. He got them sage, he got them incense, he praying about 3 times a day, he doing them videos. I bet I could get him off his balance. I bet I could get him out. I was like, wait, all he needs is a woman. I bet I could get him out of his balance. That's what happened in the spirit world that you didn't see. Yeah. So 2-3 days later, however long, it took place after the spirit world, you meet that perfect woman, B. The so-called perfect woman, man. But what you didn't know was, it's a demon making her say the things she say. And it's challenging you to divert your attention. If it does nothing else, it's to divert your attention to her, man. Okay? And the Satan is telling you, watch, I can make him slip. I can make him miscount. And he started to think of excuses right now how he can miscount because he want to go out with that girl. Yeah. Because that's their whole manipulation thing, is to make you feel bad for not, spending time with them. Okay? So we have to be able to quench all the fiery darts of Satan, man.
That's it.
All right? You had anything else?
Can I add something?
All right.
This is Sirach 4:17, and this is dealing with wisdom. It says, for at the first she will walk with them by crooked ways.
Let's talk about that she is wisdom personified as a woman. Okay?
It says, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline.
Yep, torment him with her discipline, man. We're going to catch hell in this truth, man. All right, when you first come into the truth, most likely the people you stay with are going to turn against you. All right? People going to think you're weird. All of a sudden, your hairline, when you're a so-called black man, black and so-called Hispanic, but especially from the Southern Kingdom, when that hairline leaves, you already left the culture. You are already outside the culture, man. When that beard start growing in, it ain't that cute beard. It ain't that Grecian beard. When them peach fuzz start coming in, you already stood outside the world, man, to Jake. All right? But that's a sign that the Most High brought you in. Okay?
It says, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
Try him by her laws, man. Now, it also says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, that the beginning of a kingdom is wisdom. All right? And then after wisdom is discipline. So we're in the discipline phase of this, man. Can we maintain our integrity amid all the hell that we catching? And Abba Willow, we maintain our integrity when Esau come in like a flood, man. All right? That's what we're praying for. Okay?
It says, then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets.
Yep. Because, we catch hell, but then when wisdom trusts us, you could resort to that same book to comfort you from hell, man.
Yeah, I think there were priests. Either you or a priest had said, the priest of Bias said it last week. You know, it ain't that your situation get easier, it's that you get tougher, man.
Yeah.
You know, cause we know how to apply wisdom now.
Yeah.
You know, now we know how to apply. We know how to have a father foresight. You know, we already can calculate different steps before we get there. You know, and with that makes us, you know, be able to maneuver, man, to be more versatile, man. And see, but it comes with experience, man, because you gonna catch some L's, but then it's how you come back, all right, and learn from that L and come back and apply wisdom and fix what you need to fix, man. Yes, you know, because most of the time, in the truth, you're gonna be fixing something, man. That's what keep us really occupied, is we have something that we have to fix on, man. You know, within ourselves, man. Mm-hmm. You know.
It says, verse 19, but if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin.
Yep. Okay. What does it say in Sirach 19 and 2? You don't have to get it. Like wine and wisdom maketh men of understanding to fall away. Once you pursue something in the flesh, wisdom like, man, to hell with it, I'm gone.
Yeah.
She might curse you out through the brothers. You know, Most High might set up wisdom, curse you, might reprove you, like, man, where you at, man? Where your head at?
Right.
But after a while, wisdom like, okay, I'm gone. You want that BS out there? I'm gone.
Yeah, you know, cause wisdom needs a vessel that's gonna be, you know, productive, man. Yeah. That's gonna be useful, man. You know, what's the point of the Most High constantly pouring wisdom into you? You know, but you idle, man. You know, you not applying it. You know things, but you not applying it, man. You know, you living a lifestyle contrary to the wisdom that you have, man. You know, so what's the point of wisdom being there? Mm-hmm. You know, so wisdom just gonna leave and just give you over, you know, to your harsh devices, man.
He's not embracing me.
Yeah.
He's not showing me off. You know? All right.
I got no.
Okay, I thought you had some. Go ahead.
This is St. Luke chapter 22, verse 28. And it said, ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations, and I appoint unto you a kingdom as my Father have appointed unto me.
Hey, because what does it say in Timothy? If you suffer with me, you should reign with me. Mm-hmm. Then it wasn't the Passover with Yahushua symbolic of we partaking in his sufferings. Mm-hmm. All right, going back to Isaiah 30, though I give you the bread of adversity. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 30. That ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on throne judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 31, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat.
Yep.
So, Yahushua was telling him, you know, look, it's a kingdom I already prepared for you. You're going to eat at my table. You know, you're going to drink at my table, you know, and you're going to judge, all right, the 12 tribes of Israel, you know, showing them the rank that they was coming into, you know. But then, after he said that, he said, Simon, Simon, you know, which is the head apostle. You know what he say? Satan has desired to sift you. Mm-hmm. So before you get into this kingdom, before you get this rank, you know, you got to go through that sifting process. You know, Satan desires to sift you like Satan can't wait. You a challenge to him. You the head apostle. You know, mm-hmm. That's going to be a great challenge for Satan. So us in this ministry, we have to walk that same walk. You know, and endure this sifting process that's going on, man. You know, and it starts within, man. You know,
and the reward is their hedge.
Yep.
And ultimately, it's the kingdom, of course. Salvation is in the kingdom, but on planet Earth right now, it's their hedge. Mm-hmm. You know,
so that sift means to agitate you to the point of overthrowing your faith, man. You know, that's why, like the elder said, your woman being nitpicking. You know, your co-workers, you know, just being, you know, demons, you know, your finances catching hell, man, right. Or whatever you going through, you know, your day to day, you know, brothers got, you know, different situations, you know, but it's to try to constantly agitate you, you know, for you to revert back to carnality, man.
That's why the scripture says, hey, that's a beautiful point you brought out. That's why the scripture says, what, be not weary and well doing, man. Mm-hmm. All right, because, hey, man, them co-workers, hey, well, people in general, man, those spirits will be on them, and you got to deal with that continually. hey, it'll evoke you to get carnal.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You had something, brother?
Yeah, I had some. This is Sirach 2.
No,
it says Sirach 2:1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation."
Hey man, we gotta stay in this mindset, man. We can't get in this mindset of escaping all this. We gotta endure, man. Yeah. The word temptation goes back to tempt. To tempt means to try. Mm-hmm. That's why, like it says, I want to make an attempt to do something. Mm-hmm. So prepare thy soul for trials, man. Going back to behold, Satan desires to sift you as wheat, man. Hey, we get tried, man. Yeah. To the point where you start thinking carnally how to escape it. Yeah. All right.
Hey, Satan, his job is to get you to tap out, man. Yeah. You know, you on a mission, you on a journey, and all this hell you catch, and you're not even thinking that the Lord is actually he's trying to craft you, he's trying to purify you, and you just thinking about your carnal self. Yeah. You know what? Woe is me, you know, I'm just catching all this hell. Man, I just want to have a good life. Mm-hmm. You know how Jay get, you know? Hey, Satan wants you to tap out, man. That's him trying to sift you, man. You know? Hey, like Doughboy and the Boys in the Hood. Hey, yo, dog, let me out. Mm-hmm. You know? Satan trying to get you to, hey, like, he wants you to release. Nah, man, we in this thing we got to endure to the end, man. Yeah. We got to ride it all the way out, man. No matter how hard it get.
We signed up for this.
Kind of a little more. It says, verse 2. It says, set thy heart aright.
Set thy heart aright. Your heart is your mind. Get thy mind right. Adjust your mind to the situation.
That's right.
All right.
And constantly endure.
Constantly endure. That's the trial. We have to constantly endure. Not only day by day, but shoot, year after year, you have to constantly endure, man. All right.
And make not haste in the time of trouble.
Yep, like the brother said, don't tap out, man. Mm-hmm. All right. Yep, and that's pretty much it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You go to verse 5? Was it for gold is tried?
Yeah. Okay. I jump down to verse 5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
For gold is tried in the fire, man, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Matthew 5 and 29, and it says, "And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out."
Hey, whatever demon you got, get rid of it, man. We passed the point of keeping the laws. We all keep the laws, but really, shoot, the book of Sirach is for Babylon. Mm-hmm. The book of Sirach, Proverbs, and that's for our dealings in Babylon, man. Yeah. So that's why it says in Sirach, "Prove thy soul and thy life, that which is evil for a gift that not unto it." Mm-hmm. All right. So if that right eye offend thee, whatever thing in your life, if it's a job, man, it's keeping you from doing the works, get rid of it. If it's a woman, if it's a woman that's keeping you from being in that spirit, man, you might have to cut off, man. All right. Mm-hmm. Any poor habits that get you all messed up in the spirit and you imbalance, hey man, pray to Yahweh Shemel Shah to give you the strength to get rid of it, man. Right. All right.
All distractions.
Yeah.
You know, certain things that you used to be into when you was in the world, different aspirations. Yeah. Sometimes that spirit might try to creep back and make you think that maybe I might get back into that, and you know, stuff like that, man. You gotta be on alert, man. Yeah. You know, and we, you know, we in the flesh. You know, the scriptures say, you know, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Sometimes them demons will try to creep back, but you gotta fight that out, and you gotta acknowledge when those demons actually are trying to come back, man. Yeah. You know, that's part of the self-examination.
Yeah, that's a sign of spiritual mastery when you can discern that it's demons, man. Mm-hmm. You don't let people just conquer you like that because you can see, okay, it's Satan. Mm-hmm. All right, it's Satan on my coworkers. Yeah. Okay, this is my woman. She came out of nowhere with that BS. It's a demon. Yeah. That's like spiritual mastery when you can discern that in the spirit, man. Yeah. Spiritual growth. All right.
And it says, "And cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body should be cast into hell."
Yeah, you got guys, they right eye that's offended them is they family. You got guys that they can't come out and teach because their wife said they can't come out and teach. Mm-hmm. Or their wife said they can't come out and listen. I'm like, not saying Isaiah 46, remember this and show yourselves men? Right. So you're going to put your foot down in any situation with your woman, it should be the Most High, right? For the Most High.
Right.
if you gonna have to take an L for your kids that you might not be with your child, like for anything, it should be for the truth at least.
Yep.
Right.
All right.
We gotta be willing, and we gotta be willing to do that more and more because majority of these people that's around us is gonna betray us, man. Esau put that pressure on. You gotta really understand that, the Lord not telling you to forsake, certain people, and to cut certain things off, to be no asshole, man. He's saying that because most of these people are gonna betray us anyway.
Right.
And we have to have that mind state, and like the elder said, not be emotional, not be driven by emotion, man. Thinking about, the great Christmas you had in 2002, that your uncle came through, with the great gifts. You can't be attached to those things because all these things is vain as hell, man. We worry about the kingdom. The kingdom gonna solve everything. When we enter into the kingdom, we enter into eternity, man.
Mm-hmm.
So what the hell is a moment or two that you miss in this life, man? A birthday or a family reunion or a family cookout that you missed on this side, all right, compared to eternity, man. And that's how we have to think immortal, man. We gotta start thinking more immortal, man. These immortal thoughts, that can trip you up, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, verse 30, it says, and if thy right hand offend thee, you get you can get that in the blue letter, offend, in Matthew 5 and 5 and 30. I'm gonna read it. It says St. Matthew 5 and 30. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. And what it's saying is not actually cutting off, your actual hand, pluck out your eye, but something that you think is important to you, that's a hindrance to you within this ministry, you have to cut things. Some things you have to cut off completely, man. Because it's better for you to cut off a family member, all right, to cut off a particular spot that you used to go to, just cut it out completely, because it's a hindrance to your spiritual growth, and a hindrance to you being productive. It's better to cut that off than for you to be snared up in that thing, all right, and be cast into hell, which is the torment, that's the judgment that's coming to the earth, man. During Jacob's trouble, the famines, because those things can cause you to be out of the truth, which can take their head, which is going to take their heads away from you. Then when all that hell break loose, especially in America, you're going to be in the middle of it with no hedge, man. Because it's a particular thing that you can cut off, man. Yeah, bro.
This is the Greek word for offend.
Yeah.
Strong's G 4624. Scandalizo.
And it sounds like the word scandal, but it says to entrap, trip up, stumble, entice to sin, apostasy or displeasure, offend.
Hey, to entice to sin, to trap, to trip up, and Babylon is full of those devices that can cause you to sin, to get trapped, all right, or to trip up, man.
Oh, I got some more.
You got it, bro.
To put a stumbling block or impediment in the way upon which another may trip and fall, metaphor to offend, to cause a person to begin to distrust and desert one whom he ought to trust and obey.
Yep, being disobedient to the elders, the heads of camps, you supposed to be obedient in order, but now, all right, you done got offended at something is not agreeing with your emotions, and now you feel like you ain't got to listen to nothing, man, you offended, man, and that's not the position, that you want to be in, man, which is easy, to slip into these different positions, man, because Babylon has taught us to be what? Individuals, man. Sure.
And emotional.
Yeah, and that's another thing, man. You can't be individually minded, man. You got to be considerate of the body at all times, man. In all decision making, you got to be considerate of the body, man.
That's it.
Yeah, so if you do snap on your supervisor and call him, hey, Esau, you the devil.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's a bad reflection on every member at GMS.
Yeah.
Because you that belligerent black Hebrew Israelite that snapped out on this supervisor that made it. That's a bad reflection on us. You know.
Hey, quick example.
Yeah.
We had a situation. This was years ago. I was in the GMS Ancient of Days camp, and we had a dude that was in the camp, young in the spirit, and we used to go out to eat. And you know, everywhere we go, we try to be cordial. We try to keep it peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't conduct ourselves like niggas. So when we go and we go eat or wherever we go do, we make sure everything is, you know, brothers is in order. But when we used to go to different restaurants, just because the waiter might be an Edomite or something like that, Jacob find a reason to just be an asshole. Yeah. You know, the waiter come by and you know, give us the check. You know, he handed them balled up money and stuff like that. And we after we leave from the restaurant, we like, hey, bro, like, you might want to, you know, consider like the body, bro, because like, you know, brothers come back to the restaurant, we could have an issue. Mm-hmm. They could be messing with our food, or you know, they can have a security here, or anything can happen. You want to always have the body in best interest, man. Don't be doing no nigga shit, being selfish, man. Yeah. Because whatever you do is a reflection on the body, man.
Hey, yep. Hey, going back to the Elder Ariala was doing a drive, you know, a sit down basically, and he was saying like a lot of you brothers, y'all are leaders, but y'all think like foot soldiers. And a foot soldier, he just ready for action. He don't think about the consequences. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when we going out, brothers not applying follow peace with our men anymore. Right. We know Job 9:24. Right. You know, we know Revelations 1:13. What about live peaceably with all men? Okay.
That's right. I don't know if you was...
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay. You was finished?
Yeah, come
on. All right, dealing with that word offense, right? This is Proverbs 18 and 19. It says, a brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city. Mm-hmm. And their contention are like the bars of a castle. You know, and you know, when you're offended, when you stumble and fall, man, you know, a lot of the times, like depending on how great that stumbling block can be, you might not come back from that, man. You know? Yep. So that's why you got to be very, very careful, man. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. So anything that can cause a hindrance, like the brother said, you want to cast that out, man. Mm-hmm. You know? Even how you treat brothers in the camps, man. You can offend younger brothers, man. You know, if you being a tyrant, you know, you saying things that you shouldn't say, you know, to overthrow a brother's faith. Hey, that's another thing, man.
Yeah, because you should pray. You should pray for the head of character to know how to lead. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't have to make a brother feel small to solidify your position as a leader. Yeah. All right.
That's right.
Our conduct. Yeah. You know, because if it's a brother that looks up, you know, to you, or you know, brothers that you over, you know, brothers is watching our conduct, man. Yeah. You know, and if we do something suspect, if we do some niggerish shit, you know, and we do some off balance, you know, we have an appearance that we have no temperance, like we can't govern, you know, our own spirit, you know, that can destroy, you know, a brother, man, that's you know, that believes and looks up to you, man. You know, so like I say, our conduct has to be very keen and very on point, man. We have to live what we preach to the T, man. Now we're gonna have flaws, we ain't gonna be perfect, you know, but for the most part, we have to be what we preach, man.
That's it.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was all I had on that one.
Okay, well,
yeah, that was it.
I want to get that in, although I quoted it, get that in Timothy's. If you suffer with me, you shall reign with me. Because we're ready to close it out. Did you have any closing scriptures?
Yeah, I got you one. This is Isaiah 48, verse 10. It says, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. Mm-hmm. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
Yep. Hey, we just got to keep that perspective, man. You know, a woman is a nourisher. Wisdom is a comforter, right? Mm-hmm. But hey, the Father, man, he molds you through affliction, man. You brothers play football, brothers play sports, man. Mm-hmm. Your coaches made you through hell. Mm-hmm. They made you through them tryouts, man. And you want to vomit, you want to curse the coach out, you want to walk off, man. Mm-hmm. But if you endured it, look who you became when it was all over, man. Yep. You at the gym and you feeling them burns, man. Hey, we gotta make sure we don't have that Christian demon in our mind that you live this soft righteous way, this Christian go to church and back way. Nah, Abba is pushing us through stuff, man. He's forcing us to go through challenges. He's forcing us out of our comfort zone. Little weaknesses that we thought we didn't have to face, now we gotta face it. We gotta deal with it. Yeah. Things that make you feel awkward, you gotta open your mouth and start speaking, man. Okay, we're being pushed through challenges, man. We're being forced to go through these obstacles, man. But it's part of being tried like gold, man. So we can come out like the gold of Ophir. He's taking these rusty gold pellets that blended in with soil. He said, I'm finna put these through the kiln, man. Right. I'm finna put these through the fire, man. Watch how it looks when it comes out, man. If we the elect, we're not gonna crack, man. Satan's job is to make us crack in the fire. That's his job. All right.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. It says, I started at 11. It said, it is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. Yep. If we suffer, we also shall reign with him.
Hey man, Abba Willing, man, that's us, man. All right, I'm personally grateful for this brotherhood. First and foremost, this truth. But hey man, it's an honor for me to be here with these brothers. For us to bring this out, man, because we need this in Babylon, man. If we suffer with Yahushua, we're gonna reign with Yahushua, man. And that's how the Pharisees came and got Yahushua in the early morning. All right, hey, Esau's gonna come for us, man. But we gotta keep this perspective, man. Okay. Did you have something else, bro?
There's Romans 8:18. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us."
Hey man, what's that glory? The kingdom, man. And not only the kingdom, we being rulers in the kingdom, man.
Man, joint heirs.
We're not gonna be the little guys with no status in some big New York City. Yeah. Driving through, can't afford to go nowhere. Yeah. Nah, we gonna be rulers, heirs in the kingdom, and we gonna control how the world is gonna be run. We're gonna dictate, man. We're gonna regulate, man. All right. Did you have any brothers have any closing statements? Was it more than that?
No, that was pretty much it.
Hey man, with that, we hope you brothers are edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakadash.
Double honor to our apostles, great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Wow,
beautiful, beautiful.